with more RBY, Invitational 5, best tournament on the planet. Everybody already knows. Today, we have our first of back-to-back gaming, and we see a round one extended match of BIHI on the left versus Sceptross on the right. Both of them are matching with their SPL Wolfpack ABs. Very cute. I love it. We see Jinx versus Gengar, and this Gengar notably does not explode, but does Hypnosis, and lands, thankfully, for Sceptross. BIHI has Jinx Egg, which has definitely been gaining in popularity lately. Just like, in general, Jinx is the backup sleeper, and just so much of that being Egg. In round one in particular, there's been a lot of like Jinx, Egg, Mai for whatever reason. So maybe it's that, or you could also see Zapdos, Rhydon, I guess Alakazam. But I think probably the most two common are Starmie or Zapdos, if I had to guess, along with the three normals. BIHI does choose to just straight up sleep the Gengar instead of paralyzing it, trying to break it down, KO, and sleep something else. Maybe he doesn't have Sunspore in his Executor, or he's just kind of tired, or I don't know. We'll see why. But I think generally, you definitely want to paralyze Gengar and then KO it, and then sleep something else, just because like Gengar is a pretty high value sleep stack. It's still Wall Snorlax, and it's not just like, and it's not that great of a Pokemon. Like I'd much rather sleep something more important than just KO Gengar, especially since you can Frail, weak to Executor, stuff like that. But B has just gone for the sleep. So far we trade Gengar for Jinx and 50% on Egg. Sceptross gets. So he's like a half a mana up. We have our favorite little Thunderwave Wars. I assume one of these players is going to try to get their Lax in. Preferably not on Thunderwave, preferably not on like an Ice Beam Freeze, and start going from there. I guess both. So yeah, BIHI reveals Ice Beam. I guess both would still have to Discover counter. Well, Sceptross has S-Toss. So on his side, this could very easily be Gar Egg Mai, Gar Mai X, Gar Egg something X. But we'll see. With S-Toss, I would pencil this in as Jinx Egg, Zap. I think maybe the Executor has Mega Drain, not Sunspore. That's why he just slept it. He also maybe just didn't want to get boomed. So maybe it's Jinx Egg Zap versus Gar Egg Mai, which would be favorable for BIHI. Sceptross does get his Lax in, as the chance he doesn't even get to move. So it's stuck at 50% and paralyzed. Sceptross does scout. And now the Reflect comes in. Alright, both are going to Reflect, no counter there. So now we're going to play this game. We'll see if anyone has Ice Beam or if it's just going to go to this. BIHI's going to rest first. We'll probably see Sceptross rest momentarily. And he's just going to go for it. Doesn't get anything. Back to equal health. BIHI reveals Ice Beam, which is big. I will say maybe that's Sceptross still has Gengar, so Ice Beam lacks. Doesn't like facing, Gengar Cloister, of course, and it lacks a lot of breaking power, but it is really good for these mirrors, especially when the opposing Lax check is really just like play with your Lax and your Chansey, get your special attacker on rest, etc., as opposed to having a more dedicated answer. So the Ice Beam's definitely looking good. Maybe that's another tool B has against Rhydon. The Ice Beam Lax, and he is going to go Gengar, and if this wakes up early, it could definitely be pretty menacing. I mean, Executor's already at half. Snorlax can't really do damage. Chansey has to Fear Boom, and also like lets Lax in. Has to heal first, so like Lax is going to be able to come in most likely. So we'll see. My nose is stuffed. This sucks. Sceptross just goes right back to Snorlax though. Notably, he's going to get 2 Ice Beamed. Doesn't get frozen yet. 12 more. Executor does come in on the rest. So good move by BIHI. Has the Lax on the ropes. Chansey is going to be incoming almost certainly here. Or maybe Sceptross' own. I think his own Egg would be a good mid-ground between Psychicking and going back to your Lax, which BIHI does not do. But he gets his Chansey back in. He's going to use this as an opportunity to heal up his Chansey. That's tough. Now he probably has to stay and heal again as Lax burns a turn. He gets parried again. That sucks. And he gets parried a third time. So some good maneuvering by BIHI gets him nowhere. He finally gets Thunderwave off, but now his Chansey's at 19%. Are we going to see him risk this? Try to soft boil it up. He does. And a full pair. So I'd probably get out of here now, I will say. Take your 70% and get out of here. Yeah, go back to your Lax. I guess Sceptross can't get frozen right now, which is cool for him. But still, we're not making any sort of huge progress here. Unless we get a critical hit. Oh, my nose, my nose. This sucks. I will say, as soon as Sceptross does click rest, Golem great again. Who doesn't love Golem? He's gonna rest. So Sceptross still, like, obviously after process, he will still always be slower. That means BIHI doesn't have to risk, like, oh, losing the speed tie. Sceptross rest. He fires off an Ice Beam for no reason. He can surf some PP there, which could come into play. Or if he gets, like, a crit with Slam, having the speed advantage is huge. But he's going to rest as well. And we're just going to keep going at it. Sceptross seems to not have a great plan. He is going to go to Gengar, so let's see if BIHI gets the Tauros in this time. So yeah, so we saw Sceptross before, double back to Gengar. Oh! The Gengar stays in, wakes up as Tauros just body slams. That is a huge turn of events. So we saw earlier in the game when Sceptross went right back out to Lax. It's because of the Tauros. This time he didn't get it right, but he does wake up almost immediately, I believe. One turn of sleep, which BIHI doesn't even get to capitalize on because he clicks Body Slam. Surely he still does have Earthquake, just of course calling it a switch to Lax to get some more damage, especially if you crit. Then you're really putting the pressure on. But that's tough because, you know, when you go like signatures at 50% is going to get 2 KO'd by Nightshade. So we do reveal the Zapdos on Earthquake. Whew. So I was definitely wrong about what Sceptross had. Notably, he has S-Toss Chansey and Zapdos into, which is not like right on at all. I guess like the Lax has Earthquake and such. And then he gets Laxin on Blizzard. So it's a pretty great pivoting there, as BIHI just clicks his attacking moves with. But now we see now that Gengar's awake, like this is trouble. Because now Gengar does kind of just like fairly well relax, right? You can go to it, start clicking your Psychic or Thunderbolt, probably Thunderbolt, extra do damage, etc. There's a chance that like the two of them kind of stalemate, in the fact that like Gengar with that 2 consecutive critical hits isn't going to bite the Lax unless it has Psychic. Meanwhile, like Ice Beam is doing not much at all. On the other side, so that could be a fun little dynamic. If this is Psychic, that's definitely really helpful. Because then it's very unlikely Snorlax is able to wrestle abuse. You're getting special drops and such. Going back to Zapdos on the rest. Very good move by Sceptross there. Baits out the rest and goes Zapdos. And so it's definitely not right on last. It is looking like Starmie, I think. So, I guess it could be Starmie or Zapdos. But originally I called like BIHI with the Zapdos and Sceptross as Eggmai, but it might very well be reversed. Which is fun. I mean, Sceptross could still have Starmie or Executor as his like backbone of his team, along with Tauros as well. Yeah, you gotta go Chansey on Thunderbolt, so that's nice. I feel like you just Drill Peck here, right? I guess maybe you can go to your Lax. Save Zapdos for. I mean, like Zapdos just kind of goes in. So maybe you just go to your Lax or to your Chansey. Yeah. Ooh, on Soft Boiled. Not even on Thunder Wave. So getting a Lax there would have been huge. But I understand not wanting to get Thunder Waved. Lax comes in on S-Toss. I mean, he's down to 48%. As Gengar comes back in, and let's see what happens here. He's just going to go right to Chansey. I guess notably, Chansey is kind of protected from Gengar's boom. Because if this explodes, like, the Snorlax becomes a lot more threatening. We saw this in Soul and Albi, where after Albi exploded his Gengar, which just walled Lax. Like, Soul's Lax just went completely in. Scott's again doesn't get it. I mean, I presume this is. I guess maybe it is Sing. No, definitely not Sing. What am I saying? Thunderbolt. It just hasn't had a reason to click it. Lax tries to rest again, most likely. Let's see. So he does slam, trying to get Zapdos, but instead he gets Gengar. And now you're at 22%. It's just like Sceptross has like a lot of different options to deal with BIHI right now, and he just like BIHI has to somehow like guess correctly every time. Like there, you would have wanted to rest it, where earlier you would have wanted to click Body Slam on Zapdos, and it's just really tough. Back to Lax, yeah, and now BIHI's Lax is at 22%, right? Which is not good. Not good. Alright, crit is now in Ice Beam range, so that's huge. Do we see BIHI go to perhaps his own Lax on Chansey incoming? That could be interesting. Or does Sceptross maybe reveal his last mod if it's Starmie? As that covers Ice Beam and also a double back to Lax. Oh, they both stay in. Chansey does not get the Ice Beam off, and Snorlax rest. Not good for fans of BIHI there at all. At all. Less than ideal. The executor does come back in. So let's see. I mean, sleep is open, right? But there is the paralyzed 84% chance in the way. Maybe now is where we reveal you have double edge or hyper beam, and maybe you can try to snipe the Chansey if you get a bit lucky. But still, seems very, very challenging to say the least. Goes to Lax on the Chansey, so there you go. He gets some momentum back. Tauros comes in on rest. See, like, that's another option Sceptross has not sufficiently. He can go Gengar. He can go Zapdos. He can go to his own Lex. He can go to Tauros. And now is going to force a Jinx sack. As the Tauros comes back in. I guess maybe if BIHI's last is Zapdos, you could turn it around. I hope this, I mean, if it's Starmie Executor, like, that's fine, but still, like, you have 100, 100, 100, 84, 100. BIHI has done a net, what's that, 16% damage in 73 turns. Ooh, Sceptross gets the crit, BIHI does not. So now this is on Hyper Beam range, as I'm sure you know. Like, what do you switch in? This? Not, like, all these options are kind of terrible. It's just going to go for it. Doesn't get the crit. As Sceptross Hyper Beams him back. And now let's see what comes in. He's got to realize it is Zapdos. But it's going to have to eat a Body Slam Blizzard Hyper Beam here. Which is not great. He's going to have to contest with 100% Zapdos. Like, Sceptross' own Zapdos. This Chansey. I guess, like, the silver lining is this is likely something weak to Zapdos, but again, if it's Starmie in it, like you're still outspeeding at the very least, like, you're gonna have to force an agility. Executor, both of them take one move. Executor can boom back. If Starmie outspeeds and has Blizzard or Psychic, you can get a special drop, etc. See what's next. BIHI's gonna have to get a lot of things his way to say the very least. It's gonna come back going. But you know, you never say no when, like, you have a Zapdos. Game's never over. Sceptross here. What is? I feel like you probably just click Hyper Beam, get about half damage on from there. Go to your own Zapdos and start pressuring. I guess maybe. Yeah, go to your own Zapdos. I mean, even if BIHI, like, if BIHI goes Chansey, like, you have your Lax and stuff. Just Hyper Beam as BIHI does agility up. He's going to KO the Tauros, but is at 51%. Now I assume we see the Zapdos. Or the Lax. Okay. No para. Gets the para. Of course, those are different odds. But, so BIHI's only going to get 30% off. His Lax is asleep. Like, you couldn't really go anything else. I guess you could go Executor. Actually, maybe you do that. So you go to Executor, and then you double back to your Lax and Chansey. But still, it looks not great. Especially since, like, Sceptross has, like, almost certainly, like, an Executor Starmie in the back. Ah, my nose is really stuffed. This sucks. This sucks. Gonna wake up. Doesn't wake. I mean, like, even if you wake here, like, I guess you can start reflect. You reflect, you rest. But, like, there's still a Zapdos. LOL. So this one looks heavily in Sceptross' favor at this point. Gonna go to Executor on rest. Yeah. I guess, like, BIHI has Chansey, notably, but now, so it is Executor. So we have, X-Egg Zap matchup. With Sceptross getting the benefit from having Gengar. Goes to Chansey. I feel like you don't even have to explode, right? Like, you just go to your own Chansey or your own Max. So he does explode though, takes down the Chansey, and from there, this Zapdos should just clean up. BIHI does forfeit as Sceptross takes game 1. So pretty exciting one. Definitely, like, we saw the intricacies of like Ice Lax was looking really effective in this mirror until Gengar woke up. Like, after only one turn and really turned the tables, and then Sceptross just had like so many more tools than BIHI to make progress and such. If you're looking at this, look, I said games, and they immediately started playing. That's pretty cool, I will say. All my custom avatars. Cool, cool, cool. I do like how they add them in the order in which you receive them. So, like, I got my own. And then SCL1 Platoon, SPL13 Raiders, SCL2 Dynamos, SPL14 Classiest, winning DPL9 Retro Cup 2023, then SPL15 Bigs, and then RBY World Cup. So I got a lot, actually. What the hell? 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll count this as, I guess, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 or 9, depending on how you see it. It's pretty cool stuff. Let's see. So, after this, we are going to have another extended match. XCal versus ABR, happening at 5 p.m. Eastern, which is in about a little over half an hour, which is, again, very exciting. Two MVPs of US Northeast go at it. We'll see another matching Avatar Duo, which I'm very excited for. And then, unfortunately, the winner of that will go play Exodus Narwhal. So right now the line, like, the matchup says Exodus Narwhal versus winner of XCalibur. Like, that's the entirety of US Northeast's tiebreak in one line. So that really sucks that one of those three, I guess actually, never mind, one of those three is not guaranteed to be eliminated because the loser of XCalibur goes on to play the loser of BIHI Sceptross. So we'll see. Yesterday we got a day 1 matchup in round 2. McMegan took down Laro Axel in the dead of night. I think for, like, literally both of them, like, this is around, like, 8, 9 p.m. Eastern. So, Laro's in Italy, and, like, Megan's in Europe. So that's, like, plus 6 hours. Like, that's, like, getting pretty freaking late on a Sunday night, which is pretty exciting. So winner of this will go play Felix, defending champion, in the winner's bracket. I believe Felix and Sceptross have been playing each other a bunch lately, so that matchup will be really fun to see again. In particular, while loser of this will go face loser of XCalibur. XCal BIHI would be a rematch of Boomer Zoomers, which would be really funny if that happens. Also, both big DP peers. That's true. XCOM mentioned if that lax, we saw earlier when BIHI had the chance to KO the lax, but his chance gets paralyzed. Like that could have definitely swung the game. So definitely Sceptross. Like if we're thinking of those two key moments, one, the chance gets paralyzed and Snorlax is able to rest back up, and then two, the Gengar wakes after one turn. Definitely changed things in Sceptross' favor, and gave him a lot more tools to win. Are we going to see game two? I cannot keep talking. What else is going on in this tour? So we have in round two matchups, Amaranth Peas. These are going to be the confirmed ones. Serpy Albi, Conflict Isa, Seatown Nicole, Blazing Dark Koala. In the losers bracket, M Dragon versus Chuva. McMegan already beat Laro. Mako Spies, Solwid Nails, Any Gimme Kaz, and then Larry Alice. We are still waiting on this Excalibur, which will be happening right after, and then Shiloh Kennex, which isn't happening until Wednesday. So sorry to Marco and Markop for having to wait until then. Games. Damn, it didn't work again. Never lucky. Never lucky. Some highlights from round one. Round one recap should be coming in this week. Very exciting. I plan to split it up into like a video portion like it was last year, where I actually review some of the games, and at the end I just kind of go around the tournaments, talking about any fun storylines. So like for example, like I'll talk about how Markop and Amaranth in their first two games of the best of three, both were less than 30 turns and showed no timer. Like that's exciting. And of course Amaranth came up on top there. And a few other things as we go around the tournaments, as well as analysis. Let's see, I have three main analyses. First with two games, then one game, and then like four games going on. So let's see, we have game two of BIHI Sceptross. Let's go, let's go. Yeah, sorry, I hope you're apologizing to me, pal. Making me talk for so much longer. We have a double Alakazam lead with the double Wolfpack AVs, which looks pretty sick, I won't lie. Man, if I had my thumbnail plug wait until after the game is over, I could have given them matching AVs in the thumbnail. But this is like Sceptross retains his usual one. Well, this is BIHI's usual one. We're gonna have Parrot turn one. This is fantastic. What are we gonna see? Like I know earlier in rounds, like we saw turn one paralysis just lead to Wrap, which is always exciting. In the other tours, maybe they're just like, they have S-Toss Chansey, they have normal move Executor, like, fuck Alakazam, like, I'm slipping something else. But this is immediately becoming dangerous for Sceptross as he's full Paris twice but gets out of it, but still not out of the mud completely. And there we go, so now we're back. Both players seem to have committed to this thus far. I wonder if we see a lax switch in come soon. But no, both are back up to full after 9 turns. And now we're just going to keep going. We're going to keep going. Ooh, okay, Sceptross gets it off. And we do get the Lax in on an S-Toss, so that's doing nothing. The Alakazam is fully healthy. BIHI's that's like 70% or something. He's just going to Earthquake. I guess the Scout for Alakazam counter, you know. Or maybe he, like, it lets him immediately switch out of Chansey instead of Earthquaking again and getting paralyzed, maybe. Sceptross reveals back Gar, which is interesting. As Sceptross is going to get, again, put on the pressure here. So, with the paralysis on Alakazam, like, he knows, like, BIHI has to bring that in against Gengar unless he wants to get slapped, and is pressuring it well with his own lax, especially since BIHI's is at 51. So, really good sequence from Sceptross there. So now we have Alakazam down to like 69, Snorlax down to 50, Executor down to 70 already, with the Lax threatening, and like every time the Gengar comes in, like, are you gonna stay in with your slower Pokemon and risk getting slept, or are you gonna give like a chance to Lax to do some real damage? So we go back, both go to their Alakazams. We'll see if Sceptross just goes right back to Gengar. I feel like BIHI, like, even if you get your Alakazam back up to 100, Maybe not the most worthwhile. Like, I feel like you'd much rather have paralysis, right? That'd be my guess. I'm just gonna S-toss as he does recover. So BIHI gets that one right. And now we're just gonna S-toss again. Let's freaking go. Alright, now BIHI has the momentum. Do you think we see a lax? No. I guess it is like BIHI's lax is already 50, so it's definitely a bit tougher for him to pull the trigger, gain the momentum. Alright, BIHI gets a parry here. He does not. Alright, parry there. We're back up. This is what I call very exciting gaming. We're gonna keep doing this. Alright, so now I was paying attention to something else, but BIHI gets Alakazam down to 5. Let's see, does Lax come in? He doesn't. He gets to stay. Or he gets the speed time win, and Alakazam goes down. So that's huge. As Sceptross just immediately goes to Hyper Beam, BIHI catches it with the Starmie and is going to throw away the Taurus. So this is a huge turn of events. And just a few turns as BIHI gains a lot of momentum. Alakazam dead. Taurus paralyzed. He has Zamagmai with the normal. Sceptross has Zamgar. Unsure of the last at this point. But huge for BIHI. So Xavier does come in, but it's on Ice Beam. But now he gets, like, sleep. I mean, unless you're going to bring in your Taurus here, which I guess is possible, especially after eating 35%. But he just keeps putting the pressure on. Well done. Turning it around very well. Now we're at a crossroads, right? I mean, does Sceptross just stay in and hope he dodges and then KOs with Ice Beam? I assume it's like... Oh, he's like, it's only a third of a chance to KO, so he has to dodge. So he needs to get a 25% plus a 2/3 chance. So I don't know what a quarter times 2/3 is. But he does get a Taurus. He clicks Psychic. He gets it in on the Taurus. That's huge damage. No special drops, so Taurus does live another one, but still. I'd also presume if he has like Sync Chance in the back, like you could very viably like Psychic there, maybe sack your Mon, and then Sync back. But I think this makes more sense. And now Sceptross has gained the momentum back. See no crit. So after this turn, like we're gonna see, oh, he gets a crit, which is big. Now Alakazam, like only at 70%. I was just to receive back to Lax, as B does go to Alakazam, so Sceptross gets that right. I believe. See, now we're gonna just see the Chansey, fully unparalyzed, gonna come in safely. Does this Chansey have Sing? Probably, right? But also now you have to hit your 55s, which is always exciting. Here's a Chansey soft-boiled. Alright, let's see. Does he have Sing? Or maybe you just throw off an Ice Beam here, get Taurus down into the yellow. freeze fish the Chansey as you eat Thunderwave, probably. But then you have to sing the Thunderwave, and that's tough. Back to Alakazam. So maybe BIHI does not have Sing, you think? And did not want to get his own Chansey sung? As he expects Guard Chansey, yeah, it makes sense with the sound of Sing. So maybe he didn't want to risk it, as he's still able to do this, right? But BIHI might have to land a Sing. So let's see what he does this time. He might also just not have Sing. As Sceptross goes to Tauros this time, which is fun. He's going to go to Chansey. So very exciting things. As we get a crit. So let's see if this works out. Has to go to a Starmie on the other body slam. But crit again! Man, even see, Tauros is just a menace. I feel like maybe just click Psychic with Alakazam, right? You sack your Zam, but then Tauros doesn't go crazy. Thankfully, it doesn't get a hyper beam off. Body slams, and he crits again! Man, not good for fans of BIHI. I guess the silver lining is he keeps his Zam as a sleep block into Chansey Gar. I guess that's pretty interesting. Like, Sceptross willingly knowingly paralyzed this Alakazam turn 1, right when his presumed sleepers are Gengar, Chansey, both of which, like with Ice Beam, none of which particularly break through Alakazam very well. And like Gar can explode, I guess, but like still, it's not super great. Usually, like I mentioned earlier, you want to paralyze Gengar because you have tools to like KO that, right? But he doesn't really have many tools to KO Alakazam. And Alakazam like matches up pretty well like against Gengar. No S plus Chansey, so maybe you just wanted to slip that. But it's also tough. Like if you go Chansey immediately, like especially if you get paralyzed, like odds of hitting like Sync through Paralysis just sucks. Sceptross sacks Tauros. Let's see now. How does Sceptross recover? His Chansey, like lags, Gar, reveal his last. I mean, maybe it's not Sing. Chansey, and this is Executor, and you see Mate. I feel like since Sceptross never clicks Sing, maybe it's leaning towards Executor. I feel like it's really tough to go lags unless you're counter or boom. And then you're just really praying that like you get the reflect turns right. But even then, like you rest, that lets Executor come in, and then you're sleeping something. Chansey able to get status off, but then like maybe you go Chansey, but I don't even know if that forces Zam for you to then go lax. Which then like Sceptross is lax, or if it even just has like a Zapdos randomly, like this dies, this dies, this dies. This needs one crit or Volpera. So Sceptross is like his cleaner would look really threatening, but it seems we're unsure if he has one. But the lax still remains threatening, even if it is slow. So maybe he's trying to generate an opportunity for the lax to come in. I just really hope they finish before they got 20 minutes to finish. Or if Excalibur are willing to delay a bit. He's 240 divided by 60. I don't know. It was what? Not 8, 4? Yeah. 240 divided by 60 is 4 minutes. And now he is down to 2 minutes. So he spent a whole 2 minutes thinking about this turn in the upcoming sequence. Let's see what he puts together. I just, like, can't breathe, bro. Unfortunately, alright, I'll tell the story, but it is Executor, so he has Goring my, but, re-range. That points to Chansey not having Sing, and Executor having Sleep Powder instead. So I like the Executor play here. I mean, even Executor goes in, right? He's just gonna Body Slam. Gets Paralysis immediately. Psychic, no. Very interesting. I wonder there if like BIHI was betting on more so like Lax coming in, expecting the Zam, and then like at that point, if you Body Slam the Lax, like you're in a really compromising position. Sceptross is. But even now, without that, I mean, I agree with getting damage on this Executor. It's pretty helpful. He does sleep, so Tauros goes to sleep. Not something you see too often. And now here, BIHI is left with like 70% Alakazam, but is paralyzed. And then 31 Lags, 35 Egg, 20 Chansey, Sleeping Tauros. Well, Sceptross still has like very healthy Chansey, very healthy Gengar. So let's see, I feel like if Sceptross is able to boom this Alakazam, right? Let's see, can he do it? Goes to Lags on Chansey. Is gonna soft build up. And he gets crit! Smog Taurus Lax. It's fucking nuts. Oh man. Now let's see. I mean, this Executor. This one's definitely still up in the air. Right, like, you assume Executor comes in to block sleep. Can BIHI get... Can he get a drop here with Psychic? Or a crit? He gets it. Still not in, don't think it's in Psychic range, though. Maybe you go to your Tauros, funnily enough. On Chansey. As he Hyper Beams! Reveals Hyper Beam, but Sceptross absorbs it with Chansey and is now going to Ice Beam and very likely KO back, right? Oh, it's still a 30% roll. Oh, man. Huge roll incoming. Because if Executor can stay alive, like, you're threatening to sleep. Like, you're threatening to sleep right after this. But that's a pretty insane, scout there, I will say. Sceptross is down to 30 seconds. Just gets the Thunder Wave off, which is probably even better overall. I agree, I'd say. Okay, now Alakazam really needs to dodge. Ice Beam crit here. Sceptross also, like, he really needs to worry about his timer. He has 30 seconds left. Does the Ice Beam. Alakazam recovers. Still in it. And it's just going to Thunder Wave the Chansey. BIHI's Alakazam is looking still really good. Right into the Gengar, into the Executor, even into the Chansey. Down to 15 seconds. Gets the Laxin. And now this Lax is looking really, really threatening. Like, what do you do if you're BIHI? You go to your Tauros? Stays in. Gets the Thunder Wave off. That's huge. And now he's going to go to his Lax. As he booms. Alright, the Alakazam stays alive. We're down to a 3v3. Sceptross is a fully healthy Gengar, 29% paralyzed Executor, and 92 paralysis Chansey. while BIHI has a 51% paralyzed Alakazam, 35% paralyzed Exeggutor, and a 54% sleeping 0 turns burnt Tauros. Sceptross is also notably down to 15 seconds. Banger on the Exeggutor. I feel like you can't boom here, right? Can you? Let's just try to sleep. Doesn't get it. Back to the Alakazam. On paralysis. Now this Alakazam is looking really, really threatening. Does recover up. Is this in? It is not in Sceptross Rage. I feel like you gotta keep your Alakazam at all costs. Sceptross trades Exeggutors for Exeggutor. This Alakazam. Do we see? Does Sceptross go to his Chansey? Yes, and now does he try to get Alakazam down into Gengar range, go to Gengar, hope for a full para, and then 1v1 the Sleeping Tauros with Chansey? Is that how he's going to be able to kill this Alakazam? Can he get enough special drops? I mean, if, like, Sceptross can't really reset them, right? His Gengar is going to eat a shit ton from Psychic. He's got 11 left. This one is coming down to the wire. Psychic's crit. No drop. 10 Psychics left. Into the Gengar. BIHI Psychics doesn't get the crit, but Gengar is now 35. Now what does he do? This is going to come down. Does he go Tauros on Boom? Does he stay in on Nightshade? He stays in on Thunderbolt. But he paralyzes! Here we go again. What does he do this time? He stays in again on Thunderbolt. He gets a Psychic off! I think he's done it. Let's see. Actually, let's see. I mean, he needs to recover here. He does get the recover off. He only has 8 Psychics left. He's going to start spamming Thunder Wave. Tauros has spent no turns. Sceptross still has 23 Thunderbolts after his 9 Ice Beams. Should only need 2 to KO Tauros. Yep. Ooh, he does go Tauros on a Thunderbolt. Not good. Not good. BIHI eats that. Big damage. Sceptross is now back up all the way to 240 seconds. I'm a clown. Let's see, he's got 19 plus 13 plus 22 plus 8. 62, Sceptross. 9 plus 25 Thunder Waves. 12 plus 21. 67. Gets Psychic Drop immediately. That's huge. But Sceptross is able to recover. I mean, that special drop is very... Because now you're not doing as much as Tauros. But that's why BIHI, yeah, you really didn't want to... Like, if you're going to switch to Tauros, so let Chansey at least be... have less down to 2 special drops. 5 Psychics left. He does have... The Luminous tosses. Psychics again. Sceptross soft boils. Back up to full. Oh no! It's not back up to full. We have... Whew, soft boiled. This is gonna leave. The Chansey is gonna be stuck at 64 for the time being. Can't click the recover. This is gonna force Sceptross to burn all his other. He's gonna say he gets the crit down to 34 on Thunder Wave. He can't do it. He gets paralyzed. Sceptross recovers. Psychic just 39. And now down to... And he's going to paralyze. Can BIHI do it right here? He gets paralyzed again! As Sceptross recovers. How many does he have left? He's only got 2 Psychics left. He's only got 2 Psychics left. He is likely to 2 a KO though. So he's got to get only 6 soft boils left. Can he? He's only got 8 S-Tosses though. This one's going to come down to the wire. how can you not be romantic about RBYOU? He's gonna miss an S-toss! Oh my god! Four soft-boiled, not only. 5 S-tosses, 2 psychics. Three soft-boiled. 4 attacking moves left. I don't know if this one can get any closer at this point. You go for it here. Psychic. Special jump again. And he soft-boiled again. How much is Psychic doing now? Psychic does 50. He Psychics again. Gets another special drop. Sceptross soft-boiled again with his last soft-boiled. BIHI now has no more attacking moves. Oh my goodness. 11 plus 19. 6, 6, 12. Alakazam now has more points. That's another. You want to keep paralyzing. Alakazam still has ult recover, so no way Chansey. Very unlikely chance he's going to be able to KO this. Besides, until he gets a struggle time. I mean, he's going to need a lot of crits. Sceptross can only attack now. That's a crit. He's got still 12 left. He can only recover. He's still got a few more points. Got new moves left. Gonna have to struggle for a whole 11%. 11 more. That is 11, but 12 back. He's gonna keep going. Can he? He's gonna go to Tauros. Tauros wakes up immediately and is gonna KO it. BIHI takes game 2 and an absolute banger. What a game! What a game, man! Whew. That was fantastic. That was just fantastic. I still wish I could breathe. But you know, it doesn't matter, because we're watching some great fucking games on RBY. Tobias Harris officially no longer a Philadelphia 76er. Thank fucking God, he sucks. Oh my God, I hate that guy so much. Let's see what we have in store for Game 3. Very exciting stuff. We have Game 3. Let's see what it all comes down to this. Sceptross is going to stay with his Gengar. He hits Hypnosis through Thunder Wave. Oh my god. I hate when that shit works. I won't lie. Sceptross stays in and gets rewarded. His Gengar is paralyzed. So we have Garmai. I feel like based on who, I feel like it's unlikely to be Zam from Sceptross. So that really, really leaves Zapdos. Or Executor, of course. So I would say it's probably Executor. I guess Executor is Zapdos, my guess, from Sceptross last BIHI missed a sleep pattern. That sucks. It is Blizzard, too. As BIHI does land. But now it's going to eat 44% of its health. Of course, BIHI can be right on Zapdos, Alakazam. Executor is going to get the... Oh, man, I'm super hungry. I won't lie. BIHI gets a sensible on the Executor. So Sceptross does have Garagmai. Some big damage. Maybe this opening up for potential Rhydon? Who knows? Especially since BIHI's Executor, right? You don't want to face this Starmie. I guess it's still helpful for the Gengar and of course pressuring Lax and stuff. But if you have Rhydon, definitely a good trade here. Oh man! He hits the Psychic. I was a bit more excited because I forgot about the special drop, but that ended up doing me a third. Or I guess it does 40%. I thought it was going to do way more. It is Rhydon for BIHI. See, now Rhydon's looking into Gengar paralyzed, 62% paralyzed Executor, a Sleep Starmie. Especially if this Chansey is Seismic Toss and not Ice Beam, that's looking not good at all. I agree, not looking great for Sceptross so far. Yeah, some good points from the chat. Narwhal. Tough game for Sceptross given the openings in the matchup. Good S-Toss, good damage. Expecting a Thunder Wave. I'm sure trying to get Gengar in. Now we'll see, do we Thunder Wave? We do Thunder Wave. Great maneuvering from BIHI right there. X-Cal, I'm surprised he let Egg take damage early. I agree. Rhydon's looking really, really threatening. Especially once that chance eats paralysis. He's just going to rest immediately. Rhydon comes in expecting rest. Does he get paralyzed? He gets paralyzed. That's huge. Rhydon paralyzed is massive. Massive. Not sure I love that one. I won't lie. I guess BIHI is Leer. No. Sceptross just going to keep slamming. Don't love this for BIHI, I will say. Man, I'm dying here. Now Rhydon is paralyzed. It is Leer. He's really trying to knock down this Rhydon as much as he can. There comes the Executor on Earthquake. So yeah, now Executor is faster, right? It's a lot easier to switch in. Not great. This rhino being at 66% and paralyzed. I mean, I will say, the lax is down to 45, but now BIHI doing a good job. I'm sure Sceptross expecting the chance. He ground 6 second tour, now letting the Snorlax in for free. Hyper beams. BIHI catches it with Rhydon. Can he get the Earthquake off? He gets the rest off. What the hell? Either no body slam or no substitute. So, all right, take back everything I said earlier about BIHI letting Rhydon get paralyzed, the damage, because he is Leer Rest. That means he has no body slam or substitute. Wow, I have to go back to that. And he's already burned a turn, and he can burn more on, like, Lax and such. Yeah, fuck you, Moto Lax. Let's see, dude. He doesn't have Earthquake. Rhydon takes a crit! Whew! Crit, Psychic, and Special drops. Now Rhydon's right back to where we started. It's a huge Psychic crit. We see the Chansey come in. Rhydon's still got to burn a turn, but, you know, like, it comes in on Lex. Like, that's a Tauros turn. This at 56. This asleep. This Rhydon, like, getting Rhydon awake is going to be tough. Lex comes in on Rhydon. Yeah, so like Rhydon wakes up and now Tauros comes in. And what do? Do you sack? Like you can't go to anything comfortably. I guess maybe Lax on Blizz? But that's dangerous. Starmie on Blizz, Chansey on Blizz, stay in on Slam. That'd be kind of fucking crazy, I won't lie. He's gonna go to his Lax on Body Slam. Should definitely be obviously within Hyper Beam range. Not within Body Slam range, so let's see if you can force. Can he catch us right on? He stays in. Does BIHI explode? BIHI Hyper Beams gets big 54% damage off. Well done by BIHI there. And now he's going to be running his own Tauros. Really, really. So he's obviously they're both going to slam here. BIHI really, really, really cannot get crit here by Sceptross. That would suck. Get rid of the Gengar on Hyper Beam. I presume just to get sacked Earthquake. Oh no! He misses! He misses Earthquake! Oh my god! Oh my god! He won 256's Earthquake and gets exploded. That is a joke. Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. Holy shit! Oh my god. Wow. Wow. That's fucking crazy. Oh my god. That's fucking nuts. Like now, like BIHI getting all that damage on a Tauros, like now it just comes down to Hyper Beam because he won 256's Earthquake. Oh my god. That's just crazy. Alright, now what are we doing? Rhydon is awake, so that's nice. Really wants to paralyze this Chansey. I feel like you can probably go to your own Chansey here, right, as BE, even if Sceptross goes lax, so you have your Rhydon. I mean, yeah, let's see. Does BE stay in by chance? He does! He calls the double! He calls the double. And he gets the lax. Good. I feel like this entire set, Sceptross has been getting a lot of these doubles called correctly, getting a lot of momentum. And BE, like, finally, I think it's for the first time like he's successfully called Sceptross out, and it has worked, and it has been huge. Now Sceptross is forced to sack the Gengar, or forced to sack the Exeggutor, and now probably go back to his Chansey. This time, oh, he should have done it again. But this time he does not. Does not. Does come into the Rhydon. I mean, slam to Hyper Beam doesn't get the power, so it doesn't matter. Gonna need a big Earthquake, 56%. Let's see what this Chansey's last move is. Just gonna keep soft boiling. And now, but now Chansey is in. It's gonna get a Thunder Wave off. Just kidding. Just fucking kidding. Now it gets Thunder Wave off. Alright. I feel like you're probably safe at 47 to leave, right? Go to maybe your Exeggutor. Actually, no, I feel like BIHI probably needs to is Exeggutor in Taurus range. Oh, stop doing that. I hate when it does that. BIHI, yeah. I feel like this BIHI needs to keep something out of Taurus range. Because this dies, this is a slate. Chansey's the only one left. Or else it's just going to come down to a Taurus war. Rhydon just rest up on slam, but now, like, surely Taurus comes in, right? And then what do? I guess there's more mind games. Is this gonna come? It's Chansey, not Tauros. Which is interesting. S just does get his lax back in. We're going right to Rhydon. On slam. Rhydon wakes up. Are we going to get a paralysis here on slam? We're not. Rhydon's going to start earthquaking. Reflect. Leer. Body slam. Crit, but no para. Lax down to 65. He gets parried again! Because I feel like what BIHI really needs to do here is, like, okay, like, you get lax in here, but, like, I'm probably not going to explain this well, but, like, you have the Rhydon in, right, on the lax here, but Sceptross is able to just go back to his Chansey, which doesn't get to a KO'd, which doesn't get OKO'd, outspeeds, etc., right? And then when BIHI goes to his Chansey, like, basically right now, Sceptross always is going to be able to have an out, basically. But BIHI, like, really needed that paralysis on the Snorlax, since then maybe you can, like, actually pressure effectively. But we do see Taurus come in. No Blizz, just EQ. Great. Starmie on Slam. I mean, if this Starmie wakes up, that'd go freaking nuts. Just kidding. Wakes up here. Just kidding. Chansey comes in. On Thunderwave. Do you think Sceptross just goes for it? No, I think it doesn't make much sense. I feel like you just go back to lax. Because even if you get a paralysis, like you still gotta contend with Taurus. Alright, so BIHI finally gets the Thunder Wave off here now, right? So that's good, because now this can maybe force the rest here. Just kidding. Parried there, so that's big. But now the lax is pressure, like, it adds bigger sense of urgency to Sceptross. And now BIHI's going to have more chances to make something happen. Like, you get a full pair, that's huge. Because now, right, like, okay, so like now the cycle continues, but now that Lax is paralyzed, I'm gonna try to explain it again. Now that Lax is paralyzed, BIHI is going to have more opportunities. So like, let's say the cycle continues, right? Sceptross goes to Chansey. BIHI goes back to Chansey on a heal. Now when Lax comes in, like instead of clicking the ice, like the Thunderwave button, like you can click S-Toss. That's more damage. Like that forces. Oh, BIHI gets paralyzed though. Like that forces a rest quicker, and then maybe you get right on a rest. Maybe you get Tauros in, like things like that. So you see, like it basically just gives BIHI more opportunities. But now that his Rhydon is paralyzed, like see that, like that's exactly what I'm talking about. But now, because now, like you can Earthquake. Snorlax gets like paralyzed, and now that's huge. But now that this Rhydon is paralyzed, that is huge. Let's see here. Does he go to Lax? He goes back to Rhydon. Gets paralyzed. As Snorlax rests up. But see, now here, BIHI really fucking needs to not get paralyzed. He just rests back up. Back to Chansey. Okay, so now Lax is going to get the burn turn. I wonder if we see Tauros come in. Or Executor. Just back to Rhydon. It's like Executor forces sleep. Tauros comes in. Because yeah, now Rhydon's going to eat a Blizzard. That does a lot. But it is no longer paralyzed. Lax still has a turn of sleep. But now what do? You sack your Executor, I guess? I feel like you can't really sack the Chansey. Just kidding. He's going to sack the Chansey. Like, it's, he gets it in an Earthquake. Sceptross is forced to Hyper Beam here if he wants to carry the Chansey. Sceptross is not going to risk it. He's going to go back to Lax. As BIHI paralyzing anyway. BIHI gets back up to full. Rhydon comes in. I mean, this is paralyzed. That's huge. It does para. And now Sceptross is back all the way up to full. Rhydon is paralyzed. Very dangerous to be in Hyper Beam range. As Sceptross gets Rhydon in on rest. Or Sceptross gets Tauros in on the Rhydon rest. Now we're really cooking. He's gonna most likely have to sack something here at this point. I feel like at the end, like we've just been going back and forth. Who's getting the turns right? Who's getting a bit more lucky here and there with the paralysis, the rolls, everything. And it's just beautiful. I love RBY. We're gonna go back to the Chansey on Body Slam. Here we go again. 90% chance to KO with Hyper Beam. Is gonna go to the Rhydon. Catches the Hyper Beam. BIHI stays alive. And it's now going back to his Tauros. Let's see what happens here. Who stays in? Who goes for it? I feel like BIHI stays in. I feel like Sceptross just goes to Lax, right? I feel like that's definitely the best play. Like you'd have to get crit with Body Slam or frozen by Blizzard. BIHI's never clicking Blizzard, so you'd really have to get crit by Body Slam for that to be. Oh, BIHI stays in. They both stay in. BIHI clicks Body Slam though, and Sceptross clicks Hyper Beam is gonna take that down. That is massive. I think Sceptross now with this Tauros is really looking to run away with this thing now. He's gonna have to hit his Hyper Beams. This one's 70% odds. He does! Executor survives! Executor with a full Paris! Can it do it here? Can it move? Can it move? Can it move? And full Paris again! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Well, the roll was super likely! Oh my god! BIHI survives the Hyper Beam. And then Executor Paris twice, and that's the end of it. Sceptross comes in on top in round 1. We'll see you very soon for RBY vs. XCal. See ya.